Hello!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another mukbang with me, Paul.
And me, Jason.
Together we are
Those Vegan Guys.
And welcome to our channel. Of course, it is also called Those Vegan Guys. We do a live once a week, guaranteed. Well, virtually guaranteed. We should have done one last Sunday, but we didn't. But we do Saturday, Friday, Sunday. So this week it's Saturday, 8:30, mukbang. Next week it's Friday, 9 o'clock, in the lounge, just having a chat.
Chill and chat.
The week after it's Sunday, 3 o'clock, live in the kitchen. Usually we cook something, and they're quite fun. So yeah, this is our first mukbang of 2022.
It is.
We did one so many times last year. We've done so many.
We've done so many. It's a right good time. It's a good time because we're stuffing our faces, of course, but it's also a good time because we get to spend it with you lot. 77 in the house already. Some of you have already given the live stream a thumbs up.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
You're awesome. Those that are just on it, like right from the very start. If you wouldn't mind.
We had an awesome vlogging day today. We did some vlog, what do you call it? Content stacking.
Yes. If you're in the business of being a content creator or a YouTuber.
We went out for one mission and decided to vlog that and ended up doing 3 vlogs.
Thank you for the thumbs up, everyone.
One you'll have already seen, maybe. We uploaded one earlier, an addendum to the big Sainsbury's shopping vlog with a few of their sandwiches in, one of which we tried, 2 of which we tried today. There will be a vlog tomorrow, which is just a car conversation.
Yes. It's a nice one, though.
In support of Veganuary.
Yeah.
And to help people along on their vegan journey. And then you'll probably see one either Monday or Wednesday, which was our failed attempt, massively failed attempt, to get a wicked meal deal from Tesco's for tonight's mukbang. But it's a funny vlog because it was quite the journey.
Yeah. We will get there eventually with the
however,
shenanigans.
What we are having, we're having Plant Pioneers 10 no chicken Katsu bites. These are in the freezer at Sainsbury's.
Yes.
We're having these new Quorn mini fillets. They do 2. Was the other one sweet chili?
I think so.
And this one is jerk. So we're having them, and we're having the filthiness in the centre here. Is dirty fries. How dirty.
We were saying before we started, it was like we should put them in like a different container, really, because it looks quite, it looks a bit rough and ready, to say the least. But then I was like, that's kind of who we are. There's no point in trying to pretend.
This is how we eat it in our front room.
Yeah.
So, no airs and graces. Correct easy paces.
Our lovely cat is just here eating some food with us, which is quite interesting. In fact, she's eating before we're eating. But thank you for all of you for being here. We never take it for granted. The numbers shoot up within 5 minutes of us starting. We're on 120. Thank you everyone for the thumbs up. I can't wait to get stuck in, to be honest.
Well, let's try this first. So the Quorn fillets, mini fillets, you get 5 in a pack, and they're £2 at the moment at Sainsbury's.
Right.
It says ready to eat. Doesn't give you any cooking or warming instructions. So because you get 5 in a pack, I've put 4 in the air fryer with the no chicken Katsu bites and kept 1 just cold straight out the pack to give that a try.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's what we'd do first.
Start with this. Pour us some wine.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Not bad.
Oh, that's lovely. I love the flavouring on that.
It's got a nice flavour to it, hasn't it?
It's not spicy. Don't
No.
expect spicy.
No, it's not spicy at all. But it is nice. It's got some nice flavour. It's got some nice texture to it. It's not firm. It's quite soft, but nice. I'll finish that.
I'll finish mine. Yes, could you pour me a glass of wine, my darling? We're having Sainsbury's House Pinot Noir, clearly marked vegan, £4.50. I'm sure the bottle actually.
So I'm just emptying my mouth. I will give a shout out as well, of course, to as many people as I can this evening, but I wanted to give a special shout out to Marie. I'm new, love you guys, and I have been vegan for 8 days so far. Woo!
Oh, nice one, Cockle.
Fabulous, fabulous stuff. We've got the regulars in the house, we've got new people in the house. Obviously, it's a great time of year for people to find the channel and find the down-to-earth vegan journey. Oh, so yeah, as Paul said,
Pinot Noir.
very nice.
From the Sainsbury's House collection. As it's clearly marked vegan on the back. It's £4.50 a bottle.
Just being careful not to stand on our child. Fantata.
Right, what do I do?
What do I do? What do you do?
Well, I'm going to grab some of these dirty fries. I'll just grab a chunk like that.
Well, take a moment whilst you're doing that to, firstly, give a shout out to our fabulous mods in the house. Always appreciated. Thank you for being here. Ashley, of course. And Leanne, of course. So many people and so much chat.
Right, so I've got some fries. I'm going to have a warm fillet, and I'm going to grab 2 of these Katsu bites to try. And I'd like a bit of coleslaw. Plant Pioneers coleslaw. This seems to be a regular thing in Sainsbury's now, which is really good to see. It's only £1 a tub. Very good.
We didn't, did we clarify at the start, like pretty much everything that we're trying tonight is new. We've not tried it before. It's new to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a proper taste test mukbang. I'll leave a few of those. There we go. I'll leave a few of those just in case.
Yeah, because I didn't have half. As you can see.
Don't cry.
I'm just saying. Watch yourself, boy.
Try not to cry about it.
Right.
So yeah, how is everyone doing? Is anyone eating with us this evening? And if so, what might you be eating? I'm curious. I'm just going to do this, I think. Oh, fingers, John.
I'm going to try the dirty fries. Love the crispy edges.
Yeah?
Mm.
A bit of salad as well, I think.
Sainsbury's, you filth masters. Oh, they're good. For a treat.
Yeah.
They're really good. For a fakeaway night. It's kind of fakeaway-ish, this, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Try a bit of coleslaw. A dirty fry.
Oh, they're nice. They're really nice. Yeah, they're really good. I was kind of like, no, how good can they be? But they're actually really good. Yeah. Another.
Oh, the salad is dressed with Morrison's own brand vegan Caesar style dressing. One of our subscribers, one of you lovely lot, put me onto it. It's lovely. Whenever we go to Morrison's, we will always buy 2 things: naughty vegan products and the Caesar style dressing.
Yeah.
If nothing else. Okay. All right. Let's try these no chicken Katsu bites. Okay.
Oh, Eileen says, hi guys, I'm a vegan virgin, just done a big shop, sorry. I'm looking forward to my journey. Kiss, kiss.
Amazing.
Nice one, Eileen, and thank you for being here.
Oh, Eileen, you'll have a lovely time. It's so bloody tasty.
Sarah says, my wife and I have been vegan 11 years and we think new vegans rock. Big love heart. We do too. Yeah. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this warm. Oh. Okay. So warming these up does change the texture slightly. For me, they feel a little bit firmer.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
These are a little bit bland.
The what are they? The Katsu.
No chicken, Katsu bites.
A little bit bland, yeah.
Yeah, but Katsu's a very mild curry, isn't it? Though.
I'm gonna try one in a minute. But first, I'm gonna have a little sip of wine. Cheers, everyone.
Here's to 2022, to everybody's vegan journey, and to realizing that we're all connected. Animals, humans, all of us.
Cheers.
Cheers, my love.
Lovely.
It's a cracking Pinot Noir.
It is.
Right, I'm going to try this then.
Yeah, it's not much different. It just was, to me, slightly different. Leanne says, Imran's just warming a leftover breakfast wrap, so it's now a Brinner wrap. I may have a chili noodle bowl later. Nice. Nice, Leanne.
Love a chili noodle bowl. That's one of the things that will be coming up this month on the channel. Is my I send noodle soup recipe. It differs every time. So I'll do the one I do that day, and I'll tell you the things I do differently sometimes.
Yeah. Going back to the question that I asked before, Ashley says, I already had my tea, tomato and chili linguine, and then a couple of mini cheese sweets as a treat. I'm trying to be good after all.
A couple of what? Cheese sweets?
A couple of mini cheese sweets as a treat. Does she mean like cheesecake?
I don't know what you mean.
Like little cheesecakes.
What do you mean, Ashley? Cheese sweets.
Mostly Love Music says, you can't taste the katsu because you've been having hot sauce every day for a month. I'm going to try it right now, actually.
That's what they need.
Yeah.
Don't they, though? Oh, which one?
You know what? They are a little bit bland, aren't they?
Yeah.
Overall. Angie's had an Indian takeaway. Lovely.
Remember this one? The Akamitsu. I think maybe. Maybe a little dip in that might just make the world of difference.
I suspect so.
Might do the world of good. I said the world of good. Oh.
Yeah?
I'm
just scrolling back up a little bit because it did that thing where it jumps.
Yeah, they just need a sauce.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Angie says, can you give Delilah a shout out? Absolutely.
Hi, Delilah.
Hi, Delilah.
Hi, Delilah.
Sorry about that. I want to try. I want to try some with hot sauce. I'll just go there. Just do that.
That Akamiso is hotter than I remember. Not complaining though.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's after as well. You don't get it straight away. It comes in afterwards. Yeah. Nice though. So gutted for you, Peter. I know it was up in the air for a while. Peter just saying couldn't come to the UK at Christmas. Too much virus. Yes, such a shame. It really is. I really hope that you get to make plans in the future, in the not too distant future, and you're able to sort that out, definitely.
So, as I said, we've done a nice car conversation today in support of everyone doing Veganuary. No matter when you start it, you can start it any time. Even in June if you want, but don't leave it till then. Do it now. And we will be doing supportive vlogs right throughout January. There are many more shopping vlogs to come out. In fact, we're filming one in the morning. We're doing Asda tomorrow, aren't we?
I think so. Yeah. Lots of people tend to find the shopping vlogs really enjoyable and really useful.
Well, if someone else did them and I didn't, I'd watch folk doing them with a pen and paper in me and black would write that down. What's that? I'll have that.
I'm still trying to catch up on what everyone's having to eat. I always find it interesting. Tom's office. Hi, by the way. We had M&S Plant Kitchen spicy pizza. It was absolutely delicious. Had a mixed salad with Plant Kitchen feta pieces in brine. Wow. With mixed olives, and as a side, I made vegan nachos. That sounds fantastic.
Feta pieces in brine from
Plant Kitchen from M&S, yeah.
Oh, I might try them. Where did we try some from? And they were like really firm tofu, but they were beautiful flavour. Can't remember. I can. We have so much stuff, don't we?
Was it that stuff that Lynn brought back from Australia? Was it that stuff? That was incredible.
That was some kind of cashew cheese, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not enjoying this. This is really nice.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Oh, Doris says, dinner later is a 3-2-1 burger recipe shared by Paul a while ago. They are delicious. Nice one, Doris.
Oh, the black bean burgers.
I think that's what she's referring to. Jen, you haven't missed much at all other than us doing a quick intro and then us stuffing his face and explaining what we're eating. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
But if you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what we're eating.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. Amber says, I've been waiting for that noodle soup recipe for so long.
Oh, I'm so sorry. In fact, I'll do it this coming week. I promise you. Because we haven't had noodle soup for a while.
It's probably been about 3 weeks, it feels like.
I'll do it this coming week. I promise you. Promise. Absolutely.
What did I say the last time that you did your noodle soup? Can you remember?
No.
I said, this has become my favourite meal. It was a big deal for me because it's been spaghetti and meatballs for a long, long time. My favourite meal that Paul makes has been spaghetti and meatballs. Don't get me wrong, I love everything. But I think the noodle soup has become my new favourite. So, yeah, it's a pretty big deal, that. Very, very happy when I'm eating that.
I've only just recovered from my last mouthful of this sauce. I'm going back for more. That's a true chili head.
Oh, Leanne, don't apologise. It was a wonderful thing to incorporate the hot sauces into our journey to Christmas Day.
Hot. She hot.
So, if all goes according to plan, I've just seen Holly has just written, off he goes to get more hot sauce, and laughing faces. Hopefully, if all goes according to plan. Whoa. That got me right at the back of the throat. That then I wasn't ready for it. We'll be having a little bit of a meet-up at the end of the month, won't we?
Yeah, and that'd be lovely.
In Manchester.
At Purezza. 50% off throughout Veganuary. Well, we've already had a meeting there. Me, Ashley, Melissa, Holly, Jason and Stuart. It was lovely. So we thought, man, why not throw it out there again? Come over to our group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, that vegan group. But you must answer yes to get in. If you ignore the question, you don't get in.
Yeah. Well, you've got to answer the question with a yes and then act upon it afterwards, of course. Yes. That sauce is hotter than I remember as well. It's really got some fierceness to it, hasn't it? Yeah. It's nearly all mouth, though, but it's quite substantially a lot of the mouth.
I feel you, Beryl.
Imran's so true. February dairy, a rare opportunity to see an entire industry embarrass themselves. It really is getting embarrassing now, isn't it? It is. Really embarrassing. On the same level as the fossil fuel industry. You know, like how embarrassing is it when somebody's like, oh, let's open another coal mine. No.
I tried to start an alternative called February. Remember? February.
Oh, yeah. February. Yeah.
Celebrating the world of vegan wines, beers and liqueurs. A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It didn't go nowhere.
It's not as popular because obviously it's a bit more niche, isn't it? Are you okay there? Right, Yvonne says, in a bit, I'll be having empanadas made with leftover mincemeat and sweet potatoes, homemade for lunch. Feb 1st will be 1 year I've been on my vegan journey.
Amazing.
Fabulous.
And how do you feel, Yvonne? So in case anyone's watching who's new on the journey and can't see themselves at this point doing a year.
I love the food sharing, everyone. Thank you all for being here. 169 in the house. Even if you haven't already, do consider giving the live stream a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel with YouTube. YouTube see it. Whoa. YouTube see it, and sometimes they pay attention to it when they see the thumbs up. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Karen says, are you okay? Yeah. Karen says, just eating a bowl full of Swedish glacé with fruit, my new addiction.
Oh,
not surprised.
What flavour?
Yes.
Vanilla. Where did you see chocolate and strawberry? Yesterday. Oh, Tesco.
Tesco, yeah. Excuse me. We're going to have to, I'm going to take it upon myself. Completely unrelated, really, to what we're eating right now, but partially related. I'm going to take it upon myself to start to think about and come up with a better setup for this.
Yeah.
When we do our mukbangs, because this is always very precarious, and I think we can find a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
Just making a mental note now. Hold me to account, people. If this hasn't been sorted out in a couple of weeks, by the time we do our next mukbang, I want you in the comments saying, hey, Jason, you said you'd take it upon yourself to sort this precarious situation out.
I'm going to finish this.
Oh, yeah. I'm really impressed with the chips. I like a crispy chip, don't get me wrong. I'm very, very fond of a crispy chip. But these are lovely. Really lovely. Really flavoursome.
Really flavourful.
How could I forget? How could I? Paolo says, hey, wait for me. I ate already. Pumpkin and cauliflower soup and my famous pasta with vegetables in a teriyaki sauce from Lisbon, Portugal. PT, sunny today.
Oh.
Nice. Nice. Karen says, vanilla, Paul, from Tesco.
Nice.
Trying the raspberry next.
It's lovely.
Ashley, are you talking about Purezza? I can have a cocktail this time. I don't usually drink, but they look incredible, so I'm having one.
Good.
Nice. Nice.
Mm. Could I have a bit more wine, my good sir?
Yes.
Stand the glasses side by side.
Oh, Angela, I'm gutted to hear that.
What?
The lateral flow tests are giving her nosebleeds.
Oh no.
Never good. I suppose if you're having, I'm having to do it every day for work now, and it does take its toll.
They should sell that garlic dip from there in pints. Do you want any more coleslaw? Because I'd like to put that back in the fridge.
No, I'm good. I'm good, sir.
I'm just going to pop this back in the fridge.
Sasha, did I miss your descriptor on what you'd eaten? Something involving creamy mushrooms. So yeah, I think subconsciously I must have just glanced it and then thought, no, possibly.
Piss you, Sasha.
Pay no attention, Sasha. It's not personal. And you know what? I'm still, dare I say it, I am not a mushroom hater anymore.
No.
I think I can confidently say I'm not a mushroom hater. But I am a mushroom avoider. That's fair to say also. You want to get that glass because it's worrying me.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Slide that down a bit. Move that. That's in the middle. Oh, we need that, don't we? For the sauce.
Motivate Me 17 asks an interesting question whilst we're finishing our food off.
Mm-hmm.
Paul and Jason, what is your favourite salad dressing? I'll be honest, I've tried a load of fantastic ones over the last few months. And Paul always surprises me with obviously, different things. But my go-to is always going to be a really nice olive oil and a balsamic vinegar.
And I love that. But I love creamy ones as well. And I think the one that I have semi-regularly and always say, wow, that was good. Lime juice and salt. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So fresh.
Really simple, but yeah. Muddy Paul says, I have to love you and leave you good night all. Thank you for being here.
Good night, Lisa. Take care, my darling.
All the best, Lisa. Imran says, not a mushroom hater anymore. Who are you and what have you done with Jason? I'm just kind of reevaluating, my thoughts and feelings on mushrooms. And, if they don't taste like a mushroom and they don't look like a mushroom,
you're all right.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Will and Chris. Hi, managed to log on just in time to hear Jason say he isn't a mushroom hater. Mind blown. I don't think I've ever seen that emoji before. That is so cool. That must be the mind blown emoji. I've never seen that before. Thank you, Will and Chris. Are you doing yourself a mischief with this hot sauce? Why? For fun?
I like it. No, I'm done now, though.
Sasha, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a growing up thing because I've tried them so many times. I've gone way past the try it 7 times thing. I've tried them in so many different shapes and sizes over the years, but I'm just, I suppose, what I'm doing is I'm not prepared to just rule them out point blank and eliminate them. Because there's the chicken of the forest, isn't there? I'd actually love to try that. We saw a YouTube video a few months back where a guy was collecting chicken of the forest and then cooking it up and that, and I was like, now that actually interests me. I'm curious. I've got a natural curiosity about that, and I know you'd love it, wouldn't you? Without a doubt.
For sure.
Nice. Tracy and Leroy. Lime juice, garlic granules, cracked black pepper, and olive oil.
That sounds good. Really good.
Oh,
now and again, so like if you're having something really spicy,
like that.
Just lime juice and salt on a crispy salad on the side. Beautiful.
Oh, that's a good idea, Yvonne, but it might be something for 2023, perhaps. So, a few things here whilst we're finishing off. I've really enjoyed this, by the way.
Beautiful. Would I buy them all again? Without a shadow of a doubt. Even the Katsu bites, because they go so well with chili sauce.
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah, and it's also a completely different texture to everything else on the plate.
Sorry.
Burpee McGee. So, yeah. Yvonne says, guys, have you thought about creating an event like a vegan restaurant crawl? I like that. I don't think my 42-year-old stomach is not the same as my 22-year-old stomach. So I don't know whether my stomach would handle a vegan restaurant crawl. But I like the idea in principle. Maybe you could just kind of have little snackettes at each venue. Jackie says, Paul, how do I order your merchandise? Have you got a website?
Well, we're on Teespring. It's always linked in the description of every video below. There's a lot of information in the description box below. A link to our free ebook, a link to the group on Facebook, a link to our Patreon, a link to how to become a member of the channel, and of course our merch link all below. Thank you for asking, Jackie.
Motivate Me 17 says, we've spent the last hour watching your videos. They are so fun and inspiring. Love from Pat and Janet.
Oh, cheers, Pat and Janet.
Thank you.
It's our loves.
And thank you for sharing that. It's always lovely to hear it. Paul, as we've said before, Paul deals with like 99.9% of the sort of the back engine. All of the comms across all of our social media. All the stuff on our YouTube videos, everything. But I do read the comments. I really do try my best to read as many of the comments as I possibly can. And I pretty much read all of the comments on every video that we upload. And it's so wonderful. Like, genuinely, you're such a wonderful community. So supportive. So inspiring and motivating for us as well to do what we do. So yeah, just wanted to just take a moment to just acknowledge that, and at the start of 2022, just to kind of say thank you for that, because it's a wonderful thing.
And this channel will always remain a positive place. If people come, many people come and show me who they are. Got rid of a guy tonight, hidden for good, forever. Scott, you know who you are.
Not Scott from Tesco.
No, he came looking for an argument, and even one of our lovely subscribers, Jane, called him out. And Jane, you did a fantastic response, so well put together. And I was going to respond to his second comment, but I was like, no, I'd answered your first comment really calmly and as intelligently as I could, and then he came back personally attacking me. And that's when you get blocked from the channel for good, because that's when you show us who you are. And when you show us who you are, we believe you the first time. Thank you, Maya.
Yeah, all of that. Jem says, will you be trying the McPlant burger?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. I'm like, nah.
No, I've made my mind up. I'm going to.
I'm just like, I'm kind of indifferent. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think it's a great thing.
I think it's my duty as a vlogger to try it.
Makes me feel a bit dirty, but I'll do it. So there you go, Jen. Simple question and a simple answer. Victoria in the house. Yay! We were lucky enough to try the Veganuary deal at the Real Greek in Bristol today.
Ooh, nice.
Highly recommend. Shame the weather didn't do its part in helping us to imagine we were in Kefalonia. Bless.
Oh, but Greek food though. Yay. Nice one.
I think I honestly think I've put a sort of a slightly subconscious block on thinking about Kefalonia, because when I do think about it, I get a bit upset. I think I've kind of put a mental block on it. So
it's been a long time since we've been though.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. It reminds me that I'm genuinely touched by a place, and it isn't just kind of perceived as such. Like, oh, yeah, that was nice. It's like, no, actually, we're both incredibly impacted by the island and its people.
Oh my God, it brought me.
Yeah.
She fiddled with me. Kefalonia did.
We need to get that on a quote. Put it on the wall.
Every single mouthful of that was absolutely delightful. Would I recommend all of these products? Yes. Get them. Try them. Guys, they're great. If you like hot sauce, those no chicken katsu bites with hot sauce, girl. The corn would actually be lovely chopped into a salad.
Yeah.
But very nice, just like that, just little bits. The dirty fries are filthy.
I said on it.
God, they need a bath.
In Sainsbury's, I was like, they're not dirty fries, they're filthy fries.
They were gorgeous. Full of flavour.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Now, rare for me to say, there's absolutely no need for them to have this at all. I could have handled a little bit more salt to make them even more dirty, the fries.
Yeah, but that's something you can add at home.
Yeah, true. I could have put a little
and
crack
some
over the
people
top.
wouldn't like so much salt, so it's better it not there because we can add it.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Ashley says, it's okay, Jace. I've tried olives time and time again and gag every time. That's the weird thing, isn't it? I love olives. Absolutely love them in all shapes and sizes. I'm assuming Sasha's talking about the mushroom situation there. Yeah. It just changed, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go down that route.
You've liked them. Actually liked them once. And it was a vegan burger at a festival before we were even vegan. About 10 years ago. And it was a beautiful burger. They had really big, thick slices of mushrooms, sorry. But they've been fried black. Loved them.
They were great.
You really did enjoy them ones, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's because they'd been kind of like fried with like garlic or something, like quite big garlic pieces. So it was like the pieces of mushroom were kind of like the same as the pieces of garlic, and it was all just kind of...
Yeah. That's salad yours, you know.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, we're not in any huge rush, are we?
No, but I'm going to move these two.
Okay.
So that it looks a bit tidier. Because I do like it when it looks a bit tidier.
Yeah.
I'll be back with more. I just rinsed these, yeah.
Ooh, oh, Karen, I can't think of anything worse.
Wow.
My mum used to give me tin mushrooms in butter sauce.
Oh, they're lovely, those tin mushrooms.
That is gross. In butter sauce, that is gross. Now I make lots of stuff with mushrooms. Chris, good question. We don't generally do pudding. We don't generally do dessert, do we?
No, not really.
Occasionally, we might do. But we're not, at home, we're not massive dessert people. What we would probably do is have something in like an hour or two, or like in an hour or so, we might have a decaf coffee and an after dinner mint. We might have like a little chocolate pot in a couple of hours or something, or a couple of cookies.
Whoa, I'm just going to give a little bit of a shout out here, if I don't mind, because of course there are a lot of families trying Veganuary at the moment, and some of those families have young children, and some of those young children will be fans of a series called Melody on CBBC.
Yes.
Well, Melody, she's my daughter.
You've got to be careful saying that.
No, I haven't. Melody was played by the fabulous Angharad. Angharad has a chunk of my heart forever and a day. I absolutely adore her. She's beautiful and incredibly strong and powerful, and she's been through so much shiz, and she still smiles constantly. So Angharad is the beautiful young woman who played Melody on CBBC, and she has a channel. She's in the chat here somewhere. She has a channel called Angharad's Life, and if there are young people, I mean, go and support her anyway. Even if her content is not your bag, you should support us even if our content's not your bag. But for young people, she's incredible. What a powerful and positive face of veganism.
100%. Could not agree more.
So pop on over.
Yeah.
When you get a chance.
Yes, definitely.
She is Gemini's drag daughter, youngest drag daughter. Who's Gemini? Well, check out the Vegan Queens on YouTube. You'll see who Gemini is.
Oh, Agnieszka. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Agnieszka. Good evening from Poland. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, my darling.
I like to look out for people that I'm like.
Oh, we've got some Polish things in us cupboard sent to us by some of our lovely subscribers. Them jarred things and little sauce packs, haven't we? Lovely stuff.
Jay Darlington says, my name is Jason as well, and I also dislike mushrooms. It must be a Jason thing. There you go. I wonder if there's some statistical analysis that has perhaps been done globally.
So shortly, we're going to start talking about some of the things we've watched recently, because we always do. We always end at a mukbang, don't we, with having a chat about just some of the stuff, because you never know, it might inspire you. We've been inspired to watch things through some of our subscribers telling us about things. I'll tell you who's bullying their way up the ranks: the Korean film industry. By goodness, they've had some corkers recently.
Yeah.
Like, you know, anyway.
They've been on the slow burn for a while, to be honest.
Yeah. There's a series at the moment on Netflix called The Silent Sea. Very good. It's actually really clever, isn't it? The whole
it is. It's very good.
About that. Yeah,
it's very
well worth watching.
Very good. We don't want to give too much away.
No.
And we'll also
these.
Now this is done. We'll also, as well as talk about some of the stuff we've been watching, find out what you've been up to. We'll also take a little bit of time to answer any questions you might have.
Yes, indeed. Well, that is what we do.
So we are now going to segue into the second part of this evening's live stream.
Real life in this house, look at that!
Not sponsored in any way, shape or form, but I will show it because it's a cracking book.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad, old Hugh.
He is. He is, most definitely. Okay, I'm going to bring you in. Bring you in a little bit. Closer, closer. A little bit closer.
Just a little bit longer.
There we go. That's not too bad. Oh, you want to see our fabulous flags up the top there? I'll fold it back down again in a second.
There we go.
Fabulous. How's that? Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
lovely.
okay, isn't it?
That was a gorgeous dinner.
It really was, wasn't it?
Thank you for having our dinner with us. Always appreciated, and always a good chance to try some new things. Sainsbury's dirty fries.
Yeah.
Get some.
It was all great.
I'm proud of Sainsbury's. I mean, I have to own. I have to be honest and say I am a bit biased because I've always shopped at Sainsbury's for. Wow. I just worked it out in my head, Jason.
Yeah.
Do you know how long I've shopped at Sainsbury's?
30 years.
34 years. 34 years since I was an 18-year-old lad. Slip of a lass I was in Oldham. Now Timmy. So yeah, 34 years, man and boy. I've shopped at Sainsbury's, and so I've grown with them, and so I have to own that. I do. You know, it's always been my supermarket of choice. I've always liked the variety of stuff in there. They've massively helped me throughout my vegetarianism. They've massively helped me through my veganism. And in the Oldham store, we never get any jip.
No.
I could stand on someone and start filming and nobody'd say about the problem.
They probably
would. Paul, get off there.
Yeah.
We'll be daft.
They're very good though. They're lovely, and that's fair. It's fair to kind of mention that in terms of. Yeah, it's fair to just give them a shout out actually and just say lovely staff.
Manager's great. All the staff are great in Oldham Sainsbury's. I do love the place. I really do. And
you're a bit under weather, aren't you?
Yeah,
you acknowledge that as well.
I've got a cold, but it's not COVID.
Yeah.
I tested myself yesterday morning because I started with it the night before. I was like, oh, got a bit of chest thing going on here. But I was like, I can't possibly. I've not seen anybody except my mother. Goes down to my mother's last night. Get this. I said, I'm not coming too near you, John, because I've got a bit of a cold. And although I've tested negative this morning, I'll probably do another one tomorrow. She said, oh, I've had a cold all week. I said, oh, right, well, now I know where I've got it from. Thanks for that. I said, what, are you like symptomless or something? She said, yeah, it's just a bit of nothing. I said, well, yeah, but this is, I can feel it slightly on my chest. I'm a little bit bunged up. Always ears and nose with me. But now major. See it in my eyes though. However, my left contact lens is wrecking me at the moment.
Yeah.
In fact,
you're going to take your contacts out?
Yeah, because my eyes are really hurting.
Make sure your hands are clean, obviously. You don't want any spice from the sauce on your little fingers. Whilst Paul is taking his contact lenses out, I'm going to pour us another little glass of red wine, and I'm also just going to catch up on a few of the comments and just have a little scroll and see what's going on. Tracy and Leroy, we've just started the Silent Sea the other night. The funny thing about the Silent Sea is, and it's a bit of a difficult one, I said this to Paul before, I would recommend it, but I think viewing it would be a better experience if if I was willing, or if we were willing to put up with watching it with subtitles and the original actor voices rather than the voiceover acting of it being dubbed. So without kind of getting in too much into the nitty-gritty of it, but it's still a fine series, 8 episodes, I think. So it is one you can blast through pretty quickly.
Here she comes,
Adam says, just started to watch Handmaid's Tale. I know I'm late to the party, but I'm 3 episodes in, and oh my God, I'm hooked. I've heard it is very, very good. We haven't watched it either, so we're even later to the party. But having read the book, I know how very oppressive it is, and I imagine watching it as a series, it would be equal to the book, if not more so. It might be a series we get around to watching at some point, though, because I have heard it is exceptional. Really, really good series. Vegan Wolfpack says, gotta get me some of them dirty fries.
Oh, spare.
They were great.
Sorry about the light reflecting on them. That's why I don't wear them a lot.
You have to duck down a little bit.
Yeah, just as merch.
Yes.
But God, my eyes feel better already. It's my left contact always goes first. I'm sure I'm due to change them.
Yeah, maybe. Will and Chris said, anyone watched the Book of Boba Fett yet? Heard it's good, but haven't watched it yet. Bet it's good after the stellar Mandalorian. Yes, I hope so. I don't know much about it, to be honest, but I am interested. And of course, having access to it on Disney Plus is absolutely brilliant. Really, really good.
There we go. Cleanness.
Billy Blue says, I know that I started my Sainsbury's journey in 1989 when I moved to Sheffield. It was above Atkinson's on the moor. I bet it's not there now. I left Sheffield in 1995. Nice. Thank you for sharing that.
And I started shopping at Sainsbury's when I lived in a place in Oldham called Somervale House, which is just about to be knocked down. And it was right facing over the flyover. So under the flyover, under the subway. It was right facing my flat window. I lived on the 16th floor in Somervale House, and it was right facing. And yeah, I used to go a lot. It's great. Like I say, I've always liked Sainsbury's.
Yeah,
I have. But now I'm very equally loving of Sainsbury's and Tesco, because I think they both go above and beyond when it comes to veganism. I feel like they make it easy, cheap, and accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
With the stuff they do.
I would agree.
And I feel like that needs to be celebrated.
Oh, thanks, Limby. We enjoy doing them, don't we?
Yeah, I love doing the shopping vlogs because
They're
it gives
great.
me a chance to have a look what's in there as well. So I get to see what's in all the supermarkets by vlogging it for you guys. So it's a reciprocal thing.
Imran says, we finally saw It's a Sin. What an amazing, awesome series.
Oh, God, it's brilliant.
Lee and I were bawling our eyes out at the end. So good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And can I just say on that subject, La!
Nice. Yeah, nice. Oh, Joseph, thank you.
Joseph, there's a story behind this. We don't do Lidl very often because they were really rude with us. One day when we were in there filming, and we were being dead discreet. We didn't have the big, it was phone jobby.
Yeah.
And this member of staff were looking at us really shiftily, and then he walked off, and then he came back with another guy who's the manager. And he was like, can I ask what you're doing? And I was like, oh yeah, we're filming for our YouTube channel just to show people the vegan products you've got. I'm going to ask you to either stop filming or leave the premises, please. So I was like, I'm not filming anybody. I'm not getting anybody on camera. I'm just focusing on the products because it will help more vegans. No, can I ask you to stop filming, please, or leave the premises? So I was like, this was Lidl in Chadderton, not far from where we live. So I think we've only filmed in there twice since, haven't we? And we've been really ninja.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah, we are really careful in there, aren't we?
Just really rude. It's just like, you know, he didn't like explain anything, like say, sorry guys, it's company policy. Or he was just really abrupt and rude. He had real manager's syndrome.
It was a male Karen.
Yeah.
It was a male Karen. When you consider the response we've had from 90% of staff in all the other supermarkets. Do you remember the security guy in Iceland when we went in the centre of Oldham? He was like literally like showing us round the store. Do you remember? He was so nice.
It was amazing.
So he's like, oh, there's this as well.
Angela Clare, I've heard about this before. Liz and myself watched 4 Lives.
4 Lives on BBC. So angry and
Yes.
distressed by the behaviour of the Met Police. Shameful shows the consequence of homophobia.
Oh, I don't know if I could watch it. Speaking of homophobia, I don't know. For those of you that don't know,
We're married, by the way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're a gay married couple. But in 2010, we only met Stuart in 2009. And in 2010, because I love Stuart,
The library's open.
He's one of those people that I always wanted to be around. And so I was like, why don't we start something together? Like, anyway, at the time, there'd been this homophobic attack on a guy called James Parks.
PC James Parks,
he was a PCSO.
Yes.
There'd been this violent attack on him at a bus stop in Liverpool. And the first homophobic attack I'd seen kind of hit the mainstream press for years.
Oh, what a good while, yeah.
So I said, maybe we could do something like that, kind of, to tackling homophobia. And then we did a bit of research on it. And then we were like, oh my God.
We went down the rabbit hole.
There are dozens, there are hundreds of attacks around the world. There are murders every day because people are gay or trans.
And we were kind of a bit embarrassed to even, we were kind of felt like out of the loop and like, why were we out of the loop? Why didn't we know?
Because we had a lot of straight friends. We didn't move in gay circles.
Yeah.
And so it was early. Anyway, that year, 2010, we started Pink Triangle Theatre. And Pink Triangle Theatre is one of the... I get emotional.
Second time today.
One of the proudest, most prolific things, most powerful things we've ever done in our lives.
Yeah, totally.
We toured a show, an amazing show, a really powerful 30-minute, hit you in the guts with the facts kind of show, followed by a 1-hour workshop in schools up and down the country. The show ended up being seen by over 11,000 young people.
Well over that, yeah.
And we've still got all the feedback slips from them. Some kind of young people saying things like, this has changed my life, thank you so much. I loved the work we did with Pink Triangle Theatre, and the only reason that we stopped is because a lot of our kind of original cast and crew moved on to other endeavours like university, or one moved to Australia for a year, and then we got a second cohort of casting.
Sporadic bookings though as well.
They were good, It has to be said, the second cohort of cast were good performers, but the magic was gone for us.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say.
And so it
was difficult, wasn't it?
It's on the channel though.
Yeah.
It's called Show 1. And it's on the channel. If you search those vegan guys, homophobia. I think any chats we've ever done about homophobia in the kitchen will come up, but that show will come up. And the only recording of the show that we've got was by this wonderful guy who let me share it on the channel.
We've got 2 recordings of it.
It's the only really good one.
The School's Out one.
Yeah. Because it's clear and...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was actually exactly 2 weeks after my dad died.
Yeah.
It was a powerful one.
If you're interested,
very powerful.
If you're interested in watching Show 1 and dipping into what we spent 7 years of our lives doing, pretty passionately, then if you fancy it, Show 1 at the Schools Out conference that we did is well worth a watch. Not just the performance, but the Q&A afterwards as well is equally fabulous, isn't it? I just want to say, the Vegan Potterhead says bonjour. I will say bonjour, ça va?
Hello, my darling. Quick story for you. When I was a child, at 11, I went to France for school.
Oh no, why are you telling me?
I went into a shop and I picked up a beautiful crystal little angel carving with it holding a candle. Just a hole so you could put a candle in it. I was now to ask how much something is, it's c'est combien. To say to someone how are you, it's comment ça va. I thought gamma to that was, how much is this? So I was in a shop, holding up a thing, looking at the girl, pointing at it at 11, saying, "Come and Sebastian Biplex." I'm alright, Cam, just like I'm now. For ages. I never did buy that candlestick.
No. No. Well, you know, valuable life lessons, really.
What's this here?
Victoria says, chaps, we suggest a TVG 2022 charity Christmas single a few weeks ago, maybe with contributions from subscribers. Perfect day style. What do you think? Victoria, I think it's an exceptional idea.
I think that is something that you should really get your teeth into, to be honest.
Well, there's enough time to get my teeth into it and actually give it a really good think. You've given me food for thought there.
Don't let it slip your mind, promise. I love you.
I will have a good think about
God,
that.
it don't have jump.
I know. 185 in the house, 136 thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do consider giving the live stream a thumbs up. It massively helps the channel.
Vegan Wolf Pack. No, we haven't done a Waitrose video. We don't live anywhere near one.
No,
unfortunately. Leroy and Tracy, watched the first two episodes of Boba Fett so far.
Awesome.
Enjoying it.
I love the Boba Fett character, so without a doubt, I will definitely be wanting to watch that. He's one of my favourite characters in Star Wars.
Good night, Eileen. Take care, my darling. Sorry if we've missed you.
Oh, thank you for being here. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Have a good evening.
Oh, our Linda and Ian and Grad's mum and dad have been poorly.
Oh.
Have you all been poorly?
Everyone's been ill. It's been going round, hasn't it?
I've only just got something.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, and it's now major. Thank goodness.
So as we mentioned before, we're 6 episodes into the new season of Queer Eye. Absolutely brilliant season. They're all brilliant. They've all been brilliant, to be fair. But this season is particularly good. Very political, but on quite a subtle level. But very, very, very good. I think we've cried at pretty much every episode near enough, haven't we?
Because it's been beautiful.
Yeah, episode 5.
It's soul food.
Yeah, episode 5 is particularly.
Queer Eye is soul food.
Yeah.
Beautiful, tasty, delicious soul food. The 355, what's that? The 355.
I don't know.
Ooh,
don't know.
I don't know what that is. It's a movie. It's obviously a movie.
Oh, thanks, Victoria. Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of why we both get quite emotional about it, is because we actually know, like, firsthand, face-to-face, hugs, tears, and everything else. We know how many people we impacted, and we've got the evaluation data to kind of prove it, which is ridiculous, really. But it was much more about, you know, human contacts, human emotion, breaking down barriers and perceptions and educating people. We worked in schools, colleges, youth centres, prisons, workplaces. It was epic.
Siobhan's just handed in her thesis.
Oh!
And given us €5. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
And well done.
Bravo.
On your thesis. It's they can be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were it called when I had to do it for my HND? What's it called? Dissertation. I suppose it's a different thing. And it was 10,000 words.
Yeah.
And it had to. The title had to be a question.
Yeah. Star Cradle, quick answer, or relatively quick answer. Are you reading any books at the moment? No. And here's the reason why. Because I do enjoy reading a book. I do enjoy reading. But I'm quite happy. I've kind of recently got to this place where I'm like, when I'm spending a lot of time gaming, reading will take a sidestep, and it has to.
Yeah.
So it's all about choice, and my choice over the festive period and into the new year, I've been thoroughly enjoying playing Shenmue 3.
Well, you know, playing a game is like interactive reading.
Well, there's reading is an element of it.
There's a story happening, and you're in charge of it.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's my not a huge amount of reading in book form, but
I'm not reading anything at the moment either. It's something I keep but I'm having real difficulty with my with like a standard book. I can't read. I would have to wear my contact lenses and my glasses to read, and then my eyes would get really tired within an hour.
Yeah.
Whereas if I read on my Kindle, I'm all right 'cause I can make the text bigger.
Of course. Yeah, that's the great thing about Kindle, isn't it? Or any
Yeah.
other reading device. Stephen says, started eating a lot of plant-based options last year with the thought of turning vegan in 2022. Well, here I am 8 days in and feeling so much better health-wise.
Oh,
Thanks,
nice
guys.
one, Stephen.
Nice one, Stephen. And also, just as on a side note, Stephen Pippin. Pippin is a great surname, or a second name. Stephen Pippin.
We were both in Pippin the Musical.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm biased.
At college.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
What else were we going to talk about, TV wise?
We've talked about The Silent Sea. We've talked about Queer Eye. We mentioned in, I think, our last live stream, we mentioned 14 Peaks, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, there's another film we've watched recently as well that was quite understated, but we both loved it. I can't remember. See, we need to write these things down, don't we?
Yeah. We've watched quite a bit. We're catching up on the Marvel side of things, aren't we? We're trying to chronologically dip back in, watch the films we've not seen. So we watched
Doctor Strangelove.
We watched
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strangelove.
Is there a Doctor Strangelove?
There is a Doctor Strangelove, I think, yeah. We watched Far From Home, didn't we? And then we chronologically watched Doctor Strange. And then the next one chronologically is Ant-Man and the Wasp, which we haven't seen yet. So that'll be the next one.
If you haven't seen Doctor Strange, it's starring...
Why do you do this to yourself?
Belinda Cumberbatch.
Hubert Cumberdale.
Martha Heckman-Dwight.
Hemblebert Frangletrap.
That name, Heckman-Dwight, made Sarah Lancashire piss herself laughing on the set of Coronation Street in Better Buys in... I can't remember what year it was. But her name had been mentioned because she was Raquel Wollstonecraft. And I'd heard the name, and for some reason in my head it had turned into Heckman-Dwight. 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 And then I think it was Curly Watts who said, Miss Wollstonecraft in a scene. And then I was nearer at this waiting to be set for this next scene. I was a shopper. And I said, what's the last name of your character? She said, Wollstonecraft. I said, why have I got a Heckman-Dwight in your head? She went, what? I said, Heckman-Dwight. I can spell it for you, even. She was off in hysterics. It was a funny day, it was a nice day.
She kind of had to be there.
I were only a young lad.
Dear Rabbit White, I really like the Hawkeye series. I love the chemistry between all of the characters. I can't watch the movies because I can't go to the theatre. Fair dues, can understand that. I've got to be honest, I'm not feeling it for the Hawkeye series. I'm just not feeling it. But I think that's because I'm not a massive fan of the Hawkeye character, to be fair. But each to their own. That's why the Marvel Universe is so fabulous.
Angarad, we started watching This Is Us. I think we got through seasons 1 and 2. And then we lost our way.
Well, I think it disappeared off television for a while and we were like, what's going on?
I know, and now we don't know where we're up to with it, do we?
Great series, though. What we watched of it, we loved, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great.
Dear Rabbit White, there is a Doctor Strangelove Stanley Kubrick film.
Ah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
I didn't know it was a Stanley Kubrick film.
You're right, love. I'd like a little bit more wine Saturday night.
We'll have a bit more
Saturday night with TVG. Sitting in our kitchen here. If we weren't drinking wine right now, we'd be drinking beer.
Chris and Will have got it. Thank you, Chris and Will.
Hingleback Cumberbum.
Hingleback Cumberbum.
That's it.
That's the one.
Thank you.
I'm so
I
glad.
can never get the name right.
I'm so glad that Chris and Will are here to tidy that one up.
Ginger bitch, smelly fella.
Awful. Did somebody write that, or did you just come up with that? I'm not surprised. I don't even know why I questioned it. It's far more likely that Paul would come up with something like that than somebody would write it.
I can't remember what I said now.
It's best to just move on.
That's what happened.
Move on.
Oh, Don't Look Up were great. They were smashing.
Chris and Will, we watched them in chronological order. Ant-Man films were great, much better than I thought they'd be. We really enjoyed the first one. We saw the trailer for the second one, and it kind of looks like more of the same. So I think we're going to kind of enjoy it for what it is. It's got more kind of comedy in it, which we're both up for.
Yeah.
So we'll get around to watching that over the next week or two, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, definitely. Imran says there's actually a product in Waitrose called Butternut Crinkle Cut.
Ooh.
Imran, you legend. Thank you for making me aware of this fact. Butternut Crinkle Cut. Excellent.
Have you seen that film with that fella in it? Butternut Crinkle Cut.
Nice. Adam, just say to my girlfriend, I'm watching you guys on a Saturday mukbang. Her response was, what is a mukbang? I couldn't believe it. She's never heard of the word. I'm in shock.
It is now, just very recently, in Webster's Dictionary, mukbang. And it says a Korean show, because that's where the word comes from. And it's not actually muk, it's mukbang. That's how you say it. Mukbang.
Or if you
mukbang.
Mukbang. Mukbang. Yeah.
Welcome to another mukbang.
Leanne, it made me almost crease and cave inside. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it out. You can all read Leanne's comment, and perhaps it'll teach you a little bit about Leanne. It's fabulous.
I said it.
Oh dear. Right, where are we? Oh, please do not apologise, Tracy. Really hate to repeat an earlier question, but would like to know if you all received our Christmas card. We did, didn't we? Isn't it?
Yeah, didn't you see it up? We showed it in a vlog recently.
Was it the one that we put in front of the crystal, next to the telly? It came a couple of days afterwards, didn't it?
Yeah, it's in the pile, isn't it?
Yeah, we did anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it took pride of place.
We got a couple later.
Yeah,
but we still put them up for a bit, and now they'll go in the box with all the letters and the stuff that we don't get, like postcards for the allotment. Everything that's like a personal letter or a card or something goes into this box, and so the Christmas cards will go into the box.
Yeah,
because I read them when I'm having a shit day. It's lovely to open my box. When I'm having a shit day, it's lovely to open my box, shove my hand in, and have a right good rummage about, and just pull something out and have a read. It's lovely.
I wish I was just making my way through The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings films, Chris and Will. That's a fabulous thing.
Is that what, first time or?
Nah, they'll have seen it before.
Have you seen them all before?
I almost guarantee.
He got me into Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Before the films were made, because you'd read it, hadn't you?
Yeah.
So and then when he found out that they were making the films, and he was like, "Oh my God, these are going to be amazing." They broke me. In good ways.
Both of us coming from acting backgrounds and having studied acting, I think my one regret in life, and I don't like to have regrets, my one regret in life, and I will hold this till the day I die, is that I wasn't involved in Lord of the Rings in any way, shape or form. I would have been happy to have been literally like a haggard troll, like just in the background somewhere, just like, I'd have been happy doing that. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, Angerad, it's a fabulous series from what I remember. It really pulls you in because the characters and the acting is so fantastic. Victoria, we recommend The Lost Daughter on Netflix. Unique and very tense. We saw the trailer for it, didn't we?
Victoria, we've just added that to our playlist. And
Yeah.
what got me was that it was a Maggie Gyllenhaal film. I was like, because I love Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
I think she's an amazing actress. If you don't know who she is, by the way, folk out there, she plays Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. She's really his sister in Donnie Darko, and she's also in The Secretary
Yeah.
with James Spader.
Yeah.
I think it's James
She's
Spader.
very talented.
She's a brilliant actress.
Yeah.
So when I heard it was her, it was like her film. I was like, ooh, interesting. So it's in our watch list.
Yeah.
So thank you for the recommendation because that reminds me it's there.
Holly, you can answer this because you was the one that said it.
Oh yeah, no, Holly, I'm going to have to rectify it in a vlog at some point. I thought Leon was a vegan restaurant. I'll tell you why. London Vegans. I don't know if they're still going on the
I don't think they are,
channel.
sadly.
I think there's a vegan version of Leon in London, or they just went and had the vegan things. So I assumed it was a vegan restaurant, but yes, of course, not all Leon items are vegan. Only when they say clear, which is why we always say. That's why I know we're always covered. If I make a mistake in what I say, we always say check your labels. Always check your labels.
But thank you, Holly.
So hopefully, people will always check what they get anyway.
Yeah.
And because if a Leon product is vegan in a supermarket, it says vegan very clearly.
I think from what we've seen,
but yeah,
the vast majority are. I don't know if the restaurants are vegan, but I think the vast majority of the products on the shelves.
I think they're mixed. I think they're,
right.
And I don't even think that they've got a fully vegan restaurant. It's just that's the way it came across when. Anyway.
Oh, that's...
So yeah, they're not all vegan.
So there you go. Thank you, Holly. Tom's
Check
office.
your bleeding labels.
My husband used to read me Lord of the Rings when I was in the bath. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
No, but that really is.
Yeah, that is. I wonder if did he use the voices? Did he do the voices? Because I kind of feel like I would, if I was reading Lord of the Rings, I think for at least now and again I would have to have some character voice going on.
I've been told off for this in the past when I'm reading for friends' children, because I automatically do all different voices, and then you'll hear mum or dad saying, "Can you not?" Because they'll expect that from me, and I can't do that.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Blue Dolphins, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, my darling. Scroll back up again. There was the allotment related question. Bit further. Oh, what we were growing on plot 25 this year? Pretty much the same as we did last year, but more beans for sure.
Yeah.
More berries for sure, and probably maybe even more root veg.
We had genuinely such a good first year. I think all that we need to do is think about quantities, think about timing and space.
And what we
eat. Like we had, was it last night? We had the French beans out of the freezer.
Yes.
And they were gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. We got some of that. The chicken style pieces we picked up in the Sainsbury Tesco vlog last night. I did some... posted this in the group, that vegan group, and you'll see it in Tuesday's meal vlog. I finally shredded some red cabbage and chopped a red onion. Got that in the pan. Added some of our frozen green beans from the freezer in the pan. That Mediterranean spiced chicken style stuff that we got from Tesco's in, and some chopped olive, and I made some gigantis, did some butter beans, dried butter beans in my Instant Pot, did them in a beautiful creamy tomato dill sauce, and did a brown rice with lemon juice and almond. Oh my God, it was a good meal. Wasn't it a good meal?
It really was. Yeah, it really was. Well, I was the one that brought it up, so obviously I thought it was a great meal. But yeah, I mean,
those green beans, it was like, something from our allotment.
Yeah.
So we can use them. We used all the tomatoes. Still got tomato sauce in the freezer.
Yeah.
In portions. We grew too much salad, but we used a lot of what we grew. We just need to grow less and get better yield off it.
Or just stagger it slightly, like literally a couple of weeks apart.
Yeah.
That would make a difference.
Absolutely.
Same with the radishes.
Yeah, the spinach and the chard. We went through.
Yeah. But it's exciting, Mitchell.
Courgettes, we ate them all.
Thank you for asking the question. As you can probably tell, we are eager to get stuck in. And also something we acknowledged when we popped down there very briefly last weekend to the allotment, because we'd not been for a few weeks. What we have also acknowledged is we're starting in such a better place than we did last year with the allotment plot, in terms of the work that we had to do to get the plot ready last year, having it being our first year. Whereas this year we've got our beds, our soil's in pretty good condition. We've got some weeding to do, but it's not as daunting as it was.
Oh, nowhere near. We took on a terrible plot and tried to fix it as much as we could.
Will and Chris, thoughts on vegan Campout this year? They keep emailing me. We didn't go in the end last year either. I know they've extended it an extra day, which is exciting.
What? Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Right.
Loads of people have been asking, and they finally
it's in
done
July, isn't it, this year?
I've no idea.
Somebody said it was in July. One of the people that's on.
I wouldn't rule it out, Will and Chris. I would say at the moment I am 60-40 in favour of going.
Leanne says, why hasn't Leon or Wicked Kitchen made a macarons sauce yet? I'm missing it so much. Can't you just make it with ketchup, mayo, and lemon juice? I do occasionally. Probably doesn't taste now like that.
I was going to say, is that actually what it is?
Tastes like it to me.
Sasha just said similar. Leanne, it takes 5 minutes to do it yourself. But then Leanne said, yeah, I know, Sasha. I just can't get it quite right. That's fair. I understand that. You know, being the expert in the kitchen that I am, as many of you will know.
Billy Blue, that's my kind of language. Just add some ketchup to vegan mayo like us cheap northerners.
That's excellent. This is pretty much word for word.
But with a little squeeze of lemon juice as well, it just lifts it that little bit more.
Yeah.
And tiny pinch of dill. So tiny. Fresh though, not dried.
Oh, that's nice. Tom's office. He never did the voices, but I loved when he did it. He'd come in and read to me. He still does. It's so romantic. Oh. That's gorgeous. I love that. Is Adam disappearing for the evening? If you are heading off, Adam, I have to go now. I have to wrap my daughter's presents for her second birthday party tomorrow. Love you all.
Oh, love you too, dude. Take care.
All the best, Adam.
To you and your little princess and your girlfriend. Yeah. Please explain to her what mukbang is.
Yeah, hope she has an awesome birthday party tomorrow. And we will be wrapping up fairly soon. I think we may as well finish this wine.
Yeah.
And then we will start to wrap up ourselves.
And we'll maybe watch another episode or two of Queer Eye.
Maybe, because I'm definitely done with Shenmue for this evening.
We've watched up to episode 6. So we've got 7, 8, 9, and 10. So good. If you've never seen it, it's really worth watching. It's changing people's lives for the better.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
People who don't give enough time to themselves and need to be pointed in the right direction sometimes.
Oh, Leanne, I bet you are. I'm looking forward to getting my veg plot up and running. Yeah. Is that going to be a project? Is that a 2022 project, or is there still quite a lot of kind of landscaping stuff to deal with. And you know, I remember your last update. It looked quite impressive, the amount of work that you and Imran had achieved.
I'm sure that Leanne and Imran will share pictures in that vegan group as it progresses.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay. Vegan Wolfpack, I assume your question is relating to us, and it is a Pinot Noir in the Sainsbury's House edition, £4.50, and it is really, really nice.
Turn it around so they can see where it says vegan. Can you see it? It's that there.
Just there.
So it's a V, and it's actually got the word vegan underneath the V. Black circle, white V, white word vegan underneath the V.
So hope that helps. There's cheaper wine available because we are quite cheap. As we've mentioned on many vlogs and lives. Penguin Sands, is it £3.85 a bottle?
Penguin Sands is £3.89.
£3.89 a bottle. Yeah.
And this is Tom. We love you too, dudes, so very, very much. You're our not only vegan but Catalonia fan forever.
Yeah. But what you are doing here and the work community you've created is wonderful. Thank you. We love you both very much.
Here's the thing,
Thank
though.
you.
We have created this community, grew up around us.
Yeah.
Much like an allotment. You chuck a few seeds out and you think, well, and then suddenly, you know.
Yeah.
And all you did was chuck out some seeds and sit back.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what I love about this community.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Leanne, that's awesome. My dad has built our raised beds and we are just waiting for the weather now. Awesome. So you're good to go this year. That's brilliant.
And I think you might be able to plant earlier than we can. For us, commonly, before we can plant out, like we can do seedlings in the greenhouse and at home from, you know, end of Feb, really.
Yeah.
But March, really. But to actually put things out in the ground first week of May.
For the most part.
In Oldham because of the
frost. For the most part,
because we're, you know, much more northwest.
Sasha, good night and thank you for being here.
Good night, Sasha, my darling. And thank you for all your help and support with our allotment last year.
Yes. Yes.
Keep it up. We're still there.
2022, the year our garden is done.
Honestly, guys, when you will, next Christmas, when you have 2, 3 or 4 veg that you grew in your garden on your plate, you'll be like, oh wow.
It's epic. It's epic. Christmas Day, it's still good. I'm going to carry that with me for a long time.
It was beautiful.
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
Yeah. We went to our allotment on Christmas Eve and we picked parsnips, carrots, sprouts. We came home with the potatoes that we'd already picked a couple of months before in a brown paper bag. And on Christmas Day, we had roast potatoes, roast parsnips, carrots done in orange juice and thyme, and parsnips in butter and maple syrup, roasted, that we'd grown on our Christmas dinner plate. It was it was outstanding.
Yeah.
It's absolutely outstanding.
Oh, why didn't I say that, Imran? I remember Guten Nacht from learning German at school. Guten Nacht, Sasha. Oh my God, nice. Busted that one out. Thanks for reminding me about that, Imran. Wie geht's? Anything else? Ashley, us Northerners aren't cheap. We're thrifty. It's bred into us to be. It's bred into us to be in it.
It's true that.
It is. It is. I think Karen's heading off as well. Good night, Karen. Thank you for being here. We are slowly wrapping things up, so now would be a good time for us all to say our goodbyes, really. To say our goodbyes to each other. I'll also just acknowledge that we've got 163 thumbs up, which is way past.
Aww.
So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so very much, guys. We've got, just because it's January, we're all struggling. I know that, but you should treat yourself to some of our merch. I understand if you don't like this one, but it's only a joke.
It's old school, that
The
one, isn't
vegan
it now?
quit. Gemini said it.
I know.
She was sat in the back of a taxi playing Rita, Mavis and Rita, waiting for the friend Karen. That's where this came from.
Yeah, check out the merch. Check out all of our other stuff. We've got a short film that we put together on the channel called Be the Change. And if you can find that, if you've still got friends or family in your circle that is like, I understand why you're vegan, I understand Veganuary, I can't quite get there myself, share our short film, Be the Change, with them, because that might just be something that will tip them.
Or if they're not opposed to an ebook, download Down to Earth Vegan from thoseveganguys.com or that vegan group on Facebook. Send it to everybody.
Yeah.
Free, full ebook. Just send it. Here. A gay man wrote that.
Have this.
What's right funny?
Have this in your face. Yeah. It's been a delight, as always. Thank you so much for all of the support, the comments, helping each other out in the chat, all the different types of support that you provide to the channel. It's always great to sit here in our kitchen and chat with you all. It really is.
Yeah, it really is. And we love you all. You know who you are. You're a massive part of our lives. And we massively appreciate that.
Yeah.
And always will.
Lots more coming up on the channel, of course. We've got the rest of Veganuary to look forward to. We've got us all collectively holding supermarkets to account after Veganuary for being not the best.
Yes, don't forget to ask, guys, in your local supermarket, in Aldi, for example, ask to speak to the manager and say, how long is this stuff in for? And if he says, oh, it'll be gone by February, say, why?
Why?
Because we need to start holding them all to account. That's what we need to start doing. Do check the channel tomorrow because we filmed something that was very important and heartfelt actually today while we were in the car.
Yeah.
And
that'll be up tomorrow.
It will be up tomorrow.
Yeah. Like I said, lots more coming.
Yeah.
The seed has been planted for some kind of musical endeavor. So that's there. If you have liked what we were chatting about in terms of what we did previously to this channel, Pink Triangle Theatre, do Google that, Pink Triangle Theatre, or Show One on the channel. It's on here, as Paul said, because it'd be great. I'm sure some of you, not all of you, I appreciate that, but I'm sure some of you would really, really enjoy watching the 30-minute performance of Show One that we toured all over the country. It's been lovely this evening. Thank you, everyone. It really has. And we'll be back, of course, next weekend for another live stream. And it'll be Friday night, won't it?
Friday night, in the kitchen, having a lovely chat. It'll be great. So join us for that. Please do. That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Just thank you, everybody. You're all amazing. We love you. We'll see you again really soon. Love you, Mr.
Love you.
Until we do see you again, hey, will you do us a favour? Imran! Leanne! Janine! Dear Rabbit White! Oh, fuck! Angarab! Will you do us a favour? Ashley! Ollie! Will you be excellent to yourselves and each other? Lots of love to you all. You're amazing. We'll see you again soon. Bye, loves.